Hi everybody, this is Rick with H2O Tech Irrigation. Today we're going to show you how to fill your Easy Flo Fertigation tank along with what kind of products you can put into it. Today we're going to go put in some Revive and some fertilizer all at the same time. A couple other products you can put in there is critter control. If you have rabbits, deers, snakes, things like that that you want to keep away, skunks, voles, moles. You can put critter control into the system. You can also put root stimulants, a whole wide variety of different types of products that you can pull into the system. Organic, synthetic, natural, whatever you really want your preference to be. Today, like I said, we're going to put in some Revive to condition the soil out here. And then at the same time, we're going to put in our fertilizer, our 2800. This is our spring mix. Right now we're going to show you how it's done. What you want to do, in this box here, we have the tank. In this box over here, we have our backflow with our ball valve coupler in here. We don't need to shut off any water over there. All our water shut off is here at the tank. So what we're going to do is pull our tank up out of the ground, get it up into the surface that we need it to be. Then what we do is we shut off the ball valves, which they're already shut off right here. We shut those off. Then we take our quick disconnect it from the tank here, disconnect it from there. Once we disconnect those, we can open up our tank. When you open up the tank, you may have a little bit of water inside the tank. Best thing that you want to do is kind of slosh things around, especially if you use a water-soluble fertilizer or product. Wash it around. Just dump out all the other stuff that's in there. Kind of rinse it out really good. Take your ball valve, turn it on, fill the tank up just a little bit to get out any sand, any grit that's in there. Rinse it around again, dump it right back into the hole. So what we're going to do first is add a little bit of Revive to the system. The way we're going to do this, we're just going to pour it directly right into the tank, just like so. We're going to put about a half a gallon of this in there. We just put a half a gallon of Revive into the tank. Now we're going to pour some fertilizer into the system. When you do this, make sure you use a funnel so that way you don't get anything over any gloves or anything, so when you're dealing with these chemicals you don't get them on yourself. As you're doing this, just make sure you don't get any on yourself or anything like that. Once we've added about half a gallon of fertilizer, you can fill this all the way up with fertilizer if you want. It just depends on your preference on how often you want to fill this. Today we're only going to put about half a gallon or so in there. That makes it a full gallon with the Revive and the fertilizer. Then what we're going to do, we're going to fill the rest up with our water source. We're just going to do that by opening up the ball valve and filling up the system. Be sure once you fill this up, the product may be a little bubbly, create some foam. You don't want to overflow that foam. So that's good right there. When you put the cap back on, make sure you have your gasket that goes back into it. And clean off any dirt or grit that's inside the system here, like that. Make sure your gasket's seated in nice. Screw your cap back on. And remember, these are color coded, so what you want to do is connect the black line first, the water in. When we do that, the system's locked in. Then what we want to do is purge the system, get any air, out of the system. So the way we do that is we turn on this ball valve right here, just a little bit. Make sure all your fittings are tight. As this is purging, you'll see your product coming out of this end. What you want is a nice steady stream. Right now it's bubbling. We're getting all the bubbles out of the system here, as you see, like that. We just want to make sure all the bubbles are out, nothing else is in there. Kind of rock it back and forth, make sure everything's out of the tank. Okay, I think we're pretty much good on that end. Then what we want to do is connect the other hose, the green hose, the fertilizer out into this line. Once we've done that, what you want to make sure is this line is clear right now. We want to make sure our product gets into this line. So a little trick what we do is we turn on this line here. It's filling up the rest of the system. You can hear it in the tank. It's filling up the rest. This is where the ball valve comes in handy. We can shut off the system going to the sprinkler system. So we're going to close this off here. Now we're diverting all the water pressure into the tank. Then we come over here to your manifold, and what you want to do is open up your drain valve just a little bit. And when you do that, open up this, and now you'll see your product going into the line a lot faster than what you used to have to wait for. When you do this, make sure your product comes out of your valve over here, and you'll see it. It'll be colored blue, green, whatever color you have. Right now we have a good solid steady stream of fertilizer coming out, so we're going to shut that valve off. Once we've done that, come back over here and open up your ball valve all the way. Now that it's opened up all the way, you can put your product right back down in here. Put the tank back down in the hole. Make sure it's nice and seated well. Put the lid back on. And there you go. You just fertilized your whole entire property in a matter of 10 minutes, less than that. It's going to fertilize on a daily basis every time that the sprinkler system kicks on. It's going to microfeed, micro-fertilize, loosen up the soils, promote better growth into your property, commercial or residential. It's going to promote better growth with your plant health, less disease. With your turf, it's going to promote deeper, stronger roots, so you don't have to water as much, along with disease, insects, weeds, all those fun things you hate to go tackle on the weekends. After this is done, now you can go in and watch your sports, your baseball, or go spend time with your family. Please give us a call at 303-217-0954 or visit our website at h20techirrigation.com or give us an email at h20tech36@gmail.com. We'll answer any questions that you have, supply you with any parts, any fertilizers, anything you need for your system. Thanks and have a good day.